So we're in the Menopause Lounge with Aurifil and Oliso Michele.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me join you today.
You're doing your calm stitching, and we're thinking
Yes.
Zen, but
Yes.
But how is menopause for you, do you think?
Well, I am on the other side, but I have to say I still have hot flashes, which is really what the number one issue was for me during menopause. I was very concerned early on because my mom, when I was about 30, she went through menopause, and it was very difficult for her. I lived next door, but I didn't really understand we all didn't understand what was going on with her, because this was quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1986 maybe, and she was really having a difficult time just maintaining like her composure, and I feel like her mental health really kind of suffered a little bit.
Yeah.
We were going away to a wedding, and and we were in the wedding, my husband and I, and so it was his sister's wedding, and it was really important. I was really concerned about leaving her, you know. And at that time, I think still, her doctor and everything they didn't really know enough or care enough about women's issues to really help her.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of that concern for myself. But for me, my husband might say I acted that way, but I really didn't. So for me, it was almost all about the hot flashes.
Yeah.
So when I was probably in my early 40s, and I was working as an art therapist in a geriatric facility, that's what we call that in the United States, and not everybody says that over here. So, and I remember like always being in our office and being really hot, and we had this closet that didn't have any insulation, and I would open the door and sit in there to work, and I would talk to everybody else through that. Or I would actually, at the time, I would go to the kitchen, and I would go into the walk-in refrigerator or freezer and just stand there for a few minutes, get some relief, and then come out. And it did dissipate a little bit, but I've had them all along, and at times it would go like in waves, more, hotter, less. When it was at its peak, my husband would say it was like I was a radiator, like a furnace. Like he would just put his hand near me, and he said it was like heat radiating off of me.
But you have to sweat to let that, it's the body's reaction, isn't it, to then actually cool down, but that kind of has to happen first. But that can feel embarrassing and uncomfortable and knock your self-confidence.
And whipping your sheet off, and it was soaking wet, and he'd be like, all the covers on, and I'd be having my legs out and stuff like that. And it did come down. I didn't really need to. I didn't go on. I did go on some medication, some hormone medication, and then as things dissipated, I stopped that. But I still, at almost 70 now. I'll be 70 next year, which is I'm actually just told my friends here at Aurifil how old I was, and I never before this year, I turned 69 in May. I never told anybody in our industry how old I was. It just always felt like a very ageist in the past, and I feel like it's a little different now. So that makes me feel better about myself and my age. But I still get hot flashes. Yeah. Still. And my doctor, my GYN said, maybe they'll never go away. No. You know what I mean?
No, we've had people passing through the booth. We've had 76, 78-year-old women saying that. But also they find everybody, and you, I guess, craft helps, doesn't it? And stitching and that mindfulness and
I've been
some calm.
Yeah, I've been stitching since I was about 4 years old. So my mom would wait for me to come out of my room since I was 4, and I wouldn't come out, and she'd open the door and see me in there, and I'd be making something in my bed. And I always come back to stitching, to fiber and stitching. It's really what makes me calm. It makes me feel, because I just feel like there was a point in my life that I had to make something every day, and if I didn't, I felt kind of like a failure almost, because but I got past that, and now it's just pure joy. Yeah. And my love is really hand stitching, and it really, I don't know, what they say, physiologically, using your hands, both of your hands at once, the needle going in and out at the same time, it's just such a nice rhythm. And I think it really gives you some calm. It has for me anyways, So it's perfect that I'm in the Aurifil booth, right? And I have Aurifil, Aurifil
what's
thread
your
in here.
favorite weight of thread?
12 weight.
Yeah.
I'm a 12 weight gal. Yeah. And I do love the wool, but you know, I love it all, you know. So, but I am a 12 weight. Yeah.
So if anybody wanted to make this though, is it not an exclusive Kaffe tea towel?
It's a tea towel. It is actually available on the Oliso website.
Is it?
Oliso.com. Yeah. You can actually order it. And I just heavily embroidered it. And I'm going to make something.
You can make it into a bag or
you know what? No, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing this, and I'm going to make it curved, and it's going to be an iron cozy for Kaffe and Brandon. They could use it as a tea cozy, but you know, an iron cozy.
Nice.
So yeah,
well,
eventually.
Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, you're so welcome. And it's so nice to bring awareness to menopause and what women go through. You know, so thank you. I appreciate that.